Maybe that'll fix it. Hopefully, we'll find out. I don't know why it's being so evil, but there we go. See, now I can see everybody's chat. Yeah, it wasn't allowing me to see everybody's chat, so it was just being very awkward. It's like, okay. There we go. Go ahead. I can't see what I'm doing. Thank you. Okay, 2 more. And then soul sand here and go up. There we go. So, yep, I'm just working on getting this set up correctly. Okay, go out a couple more blocks. There's a few in the stream that have actually seen this farm in action and what it actually does. It is spectacular watching this thing work. It's just a matter of getting it to work. So, 2, 3, and we'll go up 1. Like I said, once I get to a certain point, it's like, okay, I know exactly how far over certain blocks are. And it's just it'll flow a lot better. Like that switches to that. Go up here so I can actually place and misplace a block, of course, because professional. Go there. 2, 3, 4. Go up 1. Thank you. Go there. It's mainly just distances, making sure everything is correct. There. Alright, let's go all the way back. Alright, last side of this. Like I said, once I get most of the base layer here done, like the most of this stuff done, I can pretty much build the rest of this freehand. I just gotta remember where everything goes, because this is only the second time I've built this farm. I built this on my normal survival world, so it's just one of those really good farms that actually works really well. All right, let's go there, go here. Where's that? One more. Get rid of that. 2, 3, and then we go soul sand. Go up 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go up another one. That's not where that needs to go. I hate it when it does that. It's just like, please target the right block. It'll save me so much time. 2, 3. Soul sand goes there. And then that guy goes here. Okay. So there's that. Let's go ahead and put that guy up there. I did put the one over there. Good. Yep. So a lot of technicals went into this. Ending credits had a lot of helping hand and quite a bit of redstone and timings and stuff like that. So a lot of time and effort by him. Okay, so basically what happens right here is the redstone block hits all these redstone lines and it just goes into your torches that are here that basically hard power your comparator clocks. So there's quite a few comparator clocks in this farm, and yep. So let's go ahead and get rid of the dust. Let's go ahead and dust up all this. Okay, there's a repeater there, and this is just dust if I'm not mistaken, so that goes up there, I think. Does it go up there? No, there's a button there. That's right. It's like, wait a minute. Nope, there's a button there. Okay, and then we go back to the other side over here. Yeah, sorry about closing the stream now, but yeah, I could not see anybody's chat. It wasn't coming through, and it's like, okay, well, this isn't going to work. So let's skip over that and put all this Dusty McDusty down. Yeah, surprisingly enough, the resources to build this farm are fairly easy. It's the most difficult part is if you're going to build this in the overworld, or if you're going to build this in the end, or even the Nether. What you'll want to do is you'll want to get a light source block. Doesn't matter what light source blocks you use. You could use jack-o'-lanterns. You could use shroom lights. You could use um, you know, sea lanterns. As long as it's a full block that you don't have to power with redstone, unlike the redstone lamp, which you do. Um, as long as it's that block, you can easily build this farm in any dimension. It doesn't matter. There's certain things you would change if you were to build this in the Nether. You'd change over some of the bubble columns that you'll see me build in a little bit. Um, so I can actually, when I go back to the middle, I'll show you where the bubble columns are going to be. They're actually right in the middle. Those are actually Light Horizons' idea. So kudos to him for coming up with that. So yeah, and I will be lighting up the area around this thing because it's going to get really dark underneath the farm, and yeah, sadness will occur if I don't. All right. Okay, guy. Yeah, I have one of those too. Stupid thing. All right, so right here in the middle where these bubble columns are, if you were to build this in the Nether, what you would want to do is you would want to switch these bubble columns out for glass item elevators. So really classic glass item elevators, the 3x3s. And then you would basically just use those glass elevators to send the cart up, then get dispensed out at the top. So you'd switch over like a little bit of the redstone that you'll see me put in, like these comparator clocks and how they trigger, which is a torch right over there. You can see it. I mean, it's right there. Um, you'd switch that over to a torch tower that would go up this, and that would fire the cart out from the top instead. So just a few changes to the farm, nothing too detrimental. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up this. Give me 1 second, I got a phone call coming in. I'll be right back. Sorry about this. And we're back. Sorry about that. Phone call. Gotta love phone calls. Okay. So I came up here and I slept because night is scary. See. And I'm one rocket down. So let's get back down here. Alright. So actually, wait a minute. Oh, did I mess up? Yeah, I forgot the. Oh, you guys are burning. Hey, cool. You're dead. So are you. I want your bits. Give me your bits. Hey, 3 gunpowder. I'll take 3 gunpowder all day long. Alright, I need some torches, some comparators, all the fun bits, and lucky for me, I have a spare shulker box up here that's got a whole bunch of empty space in it. Let's go ahead and grab comparator. I don't need that yet. Comparators, torches. Let's see what else. Do I just need that? I think that's it. I think it's just comparators, torches, and I do need dispensers in a second. Let's grab a few more slabby jabbies. Okay. I guess I don't need the shulker box yet. I haven't exceeded my inventory space. Wee-hee. Alright, let's go back down. Now, that was ingenious. And he misses his landing. Alright, so now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put that there. Where's those repeaters at? There. Stick those right there. So basically what this is this is the on-off line for the entire farm. That's what I'm putting in right now. So this is where most of the redstone dust is actually concentrated at, is at the bottom of the farm. There is a little bit at the very top, but overall this farm doesn't use very much redstone dust. I mean, I could show you easily how much dust it uses right here. It uses 437 total dust. I've got 350 on me, but I've already placed quite a bit as well. So that eliminates a lot of it. So let's work on this chamber right here. So we'll go ahead and we will highlight that. So put a soul sand on top of that. Grab the slabby jabby out from there, and I won't be able to touch that because the block is evil. So on the bottom side of that, and I missed, of course. That's fine. Go there. Let's go ahead and actually get that out of the way for right now. Let's go here and get rid of that guy. Do I need? I forgot solid blocks, didn't I? I did. All right. We'll go back and around. Yeah. Do I have scaffolding? I do. Okay. We'll just do this. We'll just put a scaffolding line all the way up to the center. That's fine. It won't hurt anything. There. That's the nice part about working with scaffolding, is that it's actually usable in this in this farm. You can actually use it to help you build, and then as you build, you'll get less and less. But yeah, not quite high enough. And when I go over, it's gonna mess up and be evil. But if I go up high enough, I can just glide down to the platform, because, you know, wings are a thing. Yeah, it should be high enough. But just in case, we're going to go all the way to the top, because why not? There. Yeah, I forgot to grab full blocks of that and get rid of the junk that's in my inventory. Hey, cool, a junk bin. Chests and all that fun stuff doesn't need to be in there. Alright, let's come back down here to the bottom. Okay, so there are full blocks and stuff like that that are here on the farm, in specific spots, like this guy right here. So go ahead and we'll put a slabby right there, I think. Yes. I'll step across. There's another slab here, and then the comparator clock goes right here. Nice part is once I get one of these in, I'll have reference for the other bits of the farm. Go ahead and put that there. Now let's go ahead and grab the solid blocks. Dusty McDusty goes there. Go there. Comparators. That should be this way. Dust there. And then redstone torch on the side of that guy. I don't think there's anything on the top of this except for the redstone line, which is fine, because I don't really need to put that in place yet. So go ahead and go to the side over here. Go here, go there. Okay, so this is what's going to get changed in this farm. Instead of this redstone line going this direction, I'm actually going to change this out just a little bit. And so I'm going to change this on the fly. So this portion of the farm actually is going to get switched over to, what is it? It's going to get switched over to hoppers, because what I was having an issue with was I had to get the minecart up here at the very top, and what would happen is the cart would destroy itself. So I'd have to replace minecarts like madmen. So hence why there's lines down here now. Alright, let's go and grab a little bit of scaffolding. We are going to fall down the ravine, because that's what we do. Because, you know, I can't pay attention. And I don't have any rockets on me. Out of the way. Fine, I'll create a staircase. I will get out of the ravine. Alright, let's see. That line should go here, so we'll go up just a little bit. And we'll go over. Okay, so yeah, that line should be here. And I'm going to flip this over. It says, so on this schematic that I have, it says that I should use hoppers, but I'm not going to. I'm actually just going to flip this back over to slabs specifically, because the dispenser is going to sit, it's actually going to sit right here. So let's go ahead and grab, do I need the soul sand there anymore? I don't know if I need the soul sand there anymore, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Because I could flip that over and the dispenser goes up against that block. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that a little bit better. Alright. Let's go ahead and break that. Okay, now it says that there's a cauldron and stuff right here, but I'm going to ignore it. I'm just going to go this direction. And then your soul sand is going to be right here, which, right there. All right. Now that that's in place, okay, let's go here, this torch. So in order to fix this, I've got to go over one. Alright, so this guy is going to drag a signal downward, which is going to be there. So it'll be a full block on that side, and then I can just bring it over here. This line's going to remain 100% powered, so it's not going to matter. So I'm going to need to put a slab there, go full block, and then this line just gets dragged back this way. Get off there, and then do I just want to use the soul sand for this? Yeah, because the hoppers are just going to go straight to the top of that guy. It's not going to matter. At least I don't think it will. Well, if I use the soul sand, that means I don't have to spawn proof the top or the other sides of it. I do have to spawn proof this side, though. So lucky for me, I mined up just a little bit of stone earlier, so that gets a button. And actually, thinking about it, the bottom of that's going to need spawn proofing as well, just to prevent teleportation. And the top of that's going to get a hopper. So like I said, I'm switching some of this over just because there are certain parts of this that work and certain parts that don't. And I can't register, I can't load individual layers the way I want to, so that's why we're doing it this way. so that powers that guy. I don't think this is a full block. It is. It is, actually. Okay, so we'll switch you over to a full block then. That's also a full block. And then we stair step up into this guy here. Get that out of the way. And it goes up into glass. And where the cauldron and stuff down here is, so where this guy and the curved rail will go, is actually up at the very top. So if I crouch my way over here, actually I could probably get this guy out of my way. Alright, so yeah, where the cauldron and stuff will be is actually right up here in the glass layer. Because that's something I'm going to change just because it's, like I said, I have this built out on another different single player world, and it functions great, but then it doesn't function great at the same time. So let's go ahead and we will grab up that. Do I want to use, let's see, I'll just throw one right there, it's fine. Okay, and then when the cart comes back down, it's actually going to come back down from the top of the farm, come back down, land here, and then go down the actual rail line. That will eventually be here, but not yet. Go ahead and throw that soul sand right there and be done with that. Right. Button, throw that there before I forget. One there. Throw those two there. Yeah, there's a lot of little in this farm. It takes quite a bit to get it to go exactly where you want it to go. And that is pretty much this side done. Now it's just a matter of filling in the other sides with this. So none of this makes sense until the farm actually gets done, and then it'll make sense once I start putting in this secondary layer. That does not need to be there. There, give that back. Nope. Evil block. So go over 2, right? Whoop. We're going to go over a couple blocks. It's provided I can get up and out of here. There. So useful. Goes into a solid block, but I can forgo that. 2, 3, and 4. It should be the length of the comparator clock. And then, yep, that should be it for that. And then we go, yep, give me that block, thank you. Go there. And then go dust there, comparator clock, which goes this way. We go redstone torch, and again, like I said, I'm gonna bring that signal all the way back because it's just better. Where's that repeater at? I think that's a solid block. So this guy gets to go all the way to the center. Goes, I think, one more. Yeah. Grab the soul sand, and we'll put the soul sand in place as the backstop. And then this guy goes. Oops, that's a solid block. I don't need a solid block there. There's blocks in very specific positions in this farm because I don't need. There's certain spots where it needs solid blocks, certain spots needs slabs and whatnot. Just like this over here. This guy. Grab that. And then go repeater here on the face of a block. And then Dusty McDusty on the back. So, like I said, a lot of this won't make sense until it till the farm's actually done. I'll probably do a whole lot of work off stream on the farm, but I kind of want to get the idea going of how this farm actually functions. So now I missed a repeater over here. There. Why are you a slab? You shouldn't be a slab. You should be a full block. There we go. Repeater, dust there. I was going to change the backside of that. Okay. See, where's the... There it is. There's that, and that should lead up into the actual chamber. Does that. And then the actual spawn pad is here. So, dang it. Close that. What did I put that slab on? Yeah, that's right. Go there. Alright. I'm gonna get the main outside layer of this going. Come on. Where's the outside? There it is. Let's get the platform built on the very top. I'll give you an idea of the scale we're going for. Hopefully, I can get this built with the slabs that I have. There's quite a few. So basically, the outside cage of this is so that way you don't have shulker bullets wander while the farm is live. So you can actually have the farm turned on and you'll have shulker bullets all over the place if you don't have these glass walls up. So, and the same rule applies to bullets that go down through the scaffolding as well. This is a mechanic that myself and Viper found while we were building a portal-based two-dimension farm in the overworld. And the nice part about this style of farm is that you can build it in any dimension with the proper configuration. So it makes it really nice because there's not very many multi-dimension farms out there that you can, farms that you can build in multi-dimension. Maybe crop farms would be about the only multi-dimension farm. Well, that's not 100% accurate because you can't place water in the nether. So technically, the shulker farm is, I think, the only farm that can be built in any dimension. So that's kind of a first for Minecraft, that there is a farm that you can actually build in any dimension regardless of what it, regardless of dimension, because it doesn't have a restriction on it. 32 slabs left to my name. That's unfortunate. So, come on. Place the slabbies. There we go. Oh, nope, I have more. Thought I ran out. Yeah, there's quite a bit of science that was had in order to make this farm usable in the way it is. Alright, we made it all the way around. I can get rid of that now. How many slabs do I have on me? Not enough. Not enough to cover the entire thing, that's for sure. I gotta do the inner ring too. But okay, so let's go here. Let's go around the actual, oh my god, seriously. Really? Stupid thing. As you target something down below, and you don't want to. That's infuriatingly annoying. Thank you. I'll leave that spot open just in case I need a spot to jump to. Alright, and I think we have one more little spot here we have to cover up. Alright, and now I'm going to fill this in, except that guy. The same rule applies for this one. So that way I can at least jump up here. At least get up to the top of the farm. Alright, let's grab up. I need some more of the slabs from upstairs. I mean, I do have full blocks in my inventory, but yeah, I gotta fill out this entire area that you see here. And what it is it's a 8x8, or a, not an 8x8, it's a 17 by 17 by 17 area. So it's a 17 cuboid area that a shulker can teleport to. So what I've done is I've overlapped several cells from that shulker farm to where they overlap with each other. So like that right there represents one cell. So if I go over here, I can actually show you the top side of the farm and how it's going to look when I get done. But we have one cell on that side, and we have one cell on this side. But we also have one cell right below my toes. And what we do is we overlap their boxes, but we don't make them close enough to where they can see each other, if that makes any sense. So that way, while they're active, they don't see each other, so they don't reduce the rate in which they can spawn, pretty much. So yeah, this farm is pretty pretty smart for that anyway. 2, 3. Let's go ahead and grab. I think I'm gonna put away some of this stuff that I have in my inventory, and I'm just gonna work on filling in that floor. Get that done. With the arrows, just in case. Those back in there. 6. Let's grab that many slabs. Might be enough, maybe. But yeah, I got to figure out where the center of this thing is. Pretty sure it's not very far. 3, 4, 5. There we go. Get all this center portion done. Once the center's done, then it's not horrible to build. Like I said, the amount of resources that it takes to build this farm compared to what it actually gives you out of it is insane. So this farm's rate in which it can produce shells is about 1,300 shells an hour. It's pretty ridiculous. So that one. And more slabbies. There we go. There's the center core of the farm. Now I know exactly how far out I can go. And now we can just fill in the center. Get this all filled in. Gives me a nice good platform to stand on while I build the rest of the farm. And it identifies where everything else goes and whatnot. It's a good segue into the farm. So we have a Zalvi that's, subbed with a tier 1. Thank you, Zalvi. I'm probably really late on that. I don't know why it's not showing up in my chat box, but it's not. should be, but it's not. Do. Thank you, thank you. That there was a I think Raven was the one that was the last person for affiliate. So yep, just got affiliate a couple days ago actually. Is that? Oh, that's a lever. I was like, wait a minute, what is that? Go there, go there, go there, there. Done. Got to mark out the actual chambers because yeah. So. Yep. I'm hoping I can have this done in one stream, but I'm hopeful. I'm trying to move as quickly as humanly possible and explain a little bit as I go. So when a shulker teleports to a piece of scaffolding, what it will do is when it interacts with the top or the bottom of the scaffolding, what it does is it updates the scaffolding and it requires them to teleport. And because of this, we can actually abuse the fact that they do that to make a farm because they will prioritize teleporting upward, which is quite an interesting little mechanic, and I have yet to see anybody on YouTube actually, do anything with it. That is actually glass, so let's get rid of that. Pretty good guess where to stop. That's interesting. Go aside. How wide is this dang chamber? 4, 5, 6, 7 wide. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We go around one more, and that should be, yeah, there we go. And then should be 3 in the middle. Nice part about this chamber is it's not very big. Yeah, thunderstorm. You can. Here. There you go. Are you happy? See? It's not done yet. I turned it that way because I turned that off because it was just annoying. Yeah, I don't have any villagers around here, so I don't really care about the thunderstorm. Yep. Yeah, I build fast. I don't build that fast. Hey, let me just print this because I have all the resources. No. Yep, you missed, Skelly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this portion of it will take a little bit of time because I've got to place a bunch of slabs, but yeah, the redstone behind how this functions is really cool. Because it was a lot of trying to figure out how to get the redstone to work with a mob that doesn't like it doesn't want to play fair. Like shulkers just innately don't want to play fair. They're little jerks, and they know they're little jerks. See, I think I can go. Let's see here. See, I got that. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I should be able to go all the way across. That is not where I want to be. I will flip over to a sword for that, though. You missed. Gotta love skellies. They're so much fun. Alright. Let's get back to what I was doing. Actually, you know what? Just in case. We're going to flip over to a chest guard. Just in case, you know. Don't need to die by something dumb. Like, you know, a creeper sneaking up behind me. Because, you know, that has never happened before. I've never died by a creeper just, you know, sneaking up in my face. Yeah, I was on Titancraft last season, not this past season that just streamed yesterday. Yeah, Shulker farm and general mob farm. Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't need a general mob farm. Yeah. But yeah, I was on Titancraft, and ended up having um, what was it? Let's see, I think yeah, that's glass right there. So I need to go around one. One more. One, seven, and it makes 8. 3. Go around the corner. It's basically where one of the cells is. So yeah, all right. So let's finish the story. I was on Titancraft, and we were digging out Minas Tirith, and we were lighting up the caves after the tunnels got, you know, or after the water got drained. So as I'm draining, I have this creeper literally fall right in my face with full nether. I'm in full netherite armor in my wings, except, you know, I have my wings on instead of my chest plate. And he already drops in, fully primed, and blows me up. And it's like, really? It's like, oh, you devilish little thing. You had to pop in just at the wrong time. Like, he detonated literally in my face. And it's like, okay. Yeah. So, typically I don't have issues with mobs, but, you know, that one I had a bone to pick with a creeper. But, yeah, so, like I said, this is a farm that I've developed and designed on Titancraft. Or actually, not on Titancraft, but on Light's test server, Light Horizons test server, and I've also built it again on my single player world, which is fantastic. Let's see, it should be 2, and then I think, yeah, it goes over one more, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We go around the corner. Deep slate tile slabs top block. Oh, it's saying that's an invalid block. What? Why? Oh, I know why. It's saying it's a full block because there's supposed to be a thing there. Yeah, I don't really care about that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Go all the way over. It's a 6. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. No, that's correct. Okay. Yep, that was good. Yeah, let's not press that button. Okay, and the rail should be here. There you go. Haha! I got it. I know what I'm doing. Not really, but you know. That's a few mobs over there. But alright. But yeah, the only other mob that really killed me, what was it? I was on my single player, my regular single player world, and I had AFK'd for just a brief moment to go to the kitchen and grab something to drink. I came back and a slime killed me because I was AFK at spawn. I was AFK at my spawn on single player, and it's like, really, stupid slime. It's like you couldn't just leave well enough alone. But yeah, other than that, I mean, even on here, like the closest I've got to death was actually a few days ago. I was building the Guardian farm, and I had a Guardian. I had the Guardians actually got me to 3 hearts. And I was like, okay, that's close enough. Thank you very much. And of course, I had my chest plate on and everything, but still, 3 hearts is 3 hearts. They weren't messing around. They they whooped out a can and they started whooping my butt, and it's like, okay, let's go 3 because I think number 4 is, yeah. Whoop, nope, no. Ah, you jerk. Go away. Forgot about him. Alright, let's see here. You're really doing it again, aren't you? Stupid thing. Oh, you know why you're too much of a chicken for hardcore? Why is that, Zelvi? I think you do just fine in hardcore. It's just a matter of, knowing how to, wipe out mobs. Dang it. And, actually having good accuracy. Which I don't have. So. It's knowing how to kill mobs and actually have good accuracy, which I most definitely don't have good accuracy. So. Let's see here. The matter of not dying. Yes, the matter of not dying. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the chamber. Yep, let's not fill that in, shall we? There we go. I can fill this in. Yeah, this does take a minute to fill in. Once you get this base layer done, then building the rest of the farm is not hard. I might just do the top half of this farm, and then do the rest of it, like the redstone and stuff, off camera, because it takes so long to do the redstone because of just how you have to place everything. But yeah, I think I will build out the entirety of the top part of the farm, and then I'll go through and do spawn proofing and stuff off camera, just because that can get real boring real quick. That. I think I can go one more, and then. Yep, nice. Okay. Let's go here. Let's find out where that is. There's that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Goes around here. And then goes through here. There. That's filled in. Yeah. I'll do the main superstructure tonight, and then tomorrow before the server goes live, before Titancraft goes live, I will be streaming again, finishing up this build specifically, so that I can show off how it functions. Because I really do want to show how it works. Because I know there's quite a few people that are interested in how it functions and whatnot. So the how, what, and why everything works the way it does. That is a solid block. Why are you a solid block? You should not be a solid block. You should be a slab. Alright, let's fill this in. Hey, look, it's daylight. I don't like doing things at night. It's so annoying. But at the same time, kind of have to. And go there. I'm out of slabs. There's some more slabs down here. Hey, cool. Take an arrow. Here, have another one. Enjoy the arrows. I'll repair my sword with all the zombie kills that I took out earlier. Yeah, that creeper actually exploded in my face. Let's see. Or not in my face, but, you know. Thank you very much. Graciously accept your humble offering of rockets. And there's the rest of my slabs. Why were those there? That needs to be there, but the other block doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, the other block didn't need to be there at all. Okay. Let's go up to the top and we'll grab some more slabbies. I need wings on if I'm going to do that. And I can get rid of the bow because I don't need it. But yeah, so I'll definitely be building the main superstructure to this, and then I'll probably go through one chamber just to explain how it functions and give you an idea of the dimensions and everything like that. But then the next stream I'll go through the full functionality of it. I'll probably do that in the creative test world. Actually, I could probably just do that. Probably do that right after I get done with this stream. I'll stream again, and we'll go through the creative world of this farm, and I'll show you all the ins and outs and how it functions and whatnot. And then I will upload that to YouTube probably not tomorrow, but maybe Sunday. So that way it gives everybody kind of an idea of how the farm functions and what to expect and how to build it. This will kind of be a build tutorial side. This will be the build tutorial side, and then the other portion of it will be the explanation of how the farm functions, if everybody's cool with that. So, let's see. 8, and we go around the corner. Yep. Like I said, I'll stream again once that goes. Okay. Whoop, that was good. Yeah, no, I don't need the slabbies there. It's the only problem with using light Matica is you can easily fall through the floor. I don't mind it, but you know, falling through the floor is really annoying when you're trying to place blocks. Okay. This one's correct, right? Looks correct. Okay, yeah, looks good. Yeah. So much junk in the way. Right, fill this in. Yeah, I'll do the scaffolding layer next, and then I'll do the sea lanterns, and I'll show you why and how they would teleport, and then when I go over to the tutorial side, or not the tutorial, but the showcase side of this, I'll show you why we use certain things the way we do. Okay. We're good. Just making sure I'm outside of range of the actual chamber there, and I am. Actually, I think I'm outside of the chamber by a couple blocks, which is good. So even if I fill in here, I think it's still 2 blocks to the chamber. Yeah. because the chamber starts here. Yep. 4, 5, 6, 7. That marks 8. And we go over 3, but we actually go over 4 because we need the 3 by it's like a 3 by 7 area. And this is what kind of creates our little holding chamber for our shulkers. So it's actually the chambers in which shulkers can split by a percentage. And I don't know if I want to go. Do I want to go on the lights test server to show off, or do I want to go on? Or do I want to go on my single player? I might do lights test server because he has a bunch of the other farms, but lights test server doesn't have this farm. Like, he doesn't have this farm because I couldn't put it on his server because he's a noob and hasn't updated his world yet. Or, well, he's updated his world, it just doesn't like Schematica for some reason. So I'm going to leave that hole right there on the floor so I can jump back up and down. But there is scaffolding there. So that is for my convenience. So when you're doing this, yeah, the layer by layer of this, if I was to render layers, actually I could easily do that. So configuration, render layers, single layer. Let's go here, go up. There we go. There, see, less intrusive. Yeah, see, there is stuff there. See, that's much easier. Also tells you when you have stuff in the wrong spot. Like, there's not supposed to be a slab there. And like I said, I'm gonna be switching out some of the redstone and stuff like that. So there will be some stuff that doesn't get shown yet. But yeah, like this block right here is actually technically, yeah, that's technically a full block, which I don't have in my inventory. Did that drop all the way down there? Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Don't you dare drop down in my face. Go away, demon baby. Go away, demon baby. So ain't nobody got time for you, you little demon child. Alright. I'm gonna bean you one more time because I want your gunpowder. I want your powdery bits. There we go. Now we can go back up to the top. Nice part about rendering layers while you do this. And when I do the video for the showcase of this, I will probably link a world download as well. Just because. So I might just do a single player world, flat world, and then just link it in that. That'd probably be the best way to do that, because then at least you can get an idea of what it takes to build this thing. A lot of slabs. I would recommend using Lightmatica if you've never had to try to build a large scale farm like this. It's a lot of work. Okay, so I think I got everything in except for the little jump spots, but I'm just gonna fill that in, this one in. And then that guy needs to go away. Okay. So yeah, if I was to take this back down, layer by layer, it'd actually show you where everything goes. So if I go up, it's supposed to be some slabs and stuff down there. And yeah, no, we're not doing that one. yeah, I think the chambers are in, which is good. Go here. Let's go up. That needs to go. All right. So there's all the slabs. Now we get the scaffolding, which I do need to go up and grab some of that. So let's go ahead and go up and do that. So the next layer is actually a bunch of scaffolding along with a bunch of glass. And then, of course, you could see where the shulkers go in right there at the bottom. So the shulkers go into the chambers right there, right up against that pressure plate. So what they're doing right there on that pressure plate is they're actually activating the comparator clock themselves. So while they're getting shot at by the snowman, they continuously activate the pressure plate, and while continuously activating the pressure plate, it doesn't send the cart out to go pick up another one. But as soon as they leave, the shulker, as soon as the shulker leaves that position, the comparator clock will then turn off, which inverts a redstone torch that sends the minecart off to go get another shulker. So you're not having to rely on just random chance, you're relying on a very specific condition for your farm to work. So let's go ahead and put these slabbies away. The bones away. I need to go get some paper so that I at least have some rockets so I can fly around. This at least gives me 30 rockets so I can actually, fly. Run back over here to the Mushroom Island. But yeah, once I get the scaffolding layer in, I'll explain a little bit more about how everything functions all together. But yeah, each individual layer, I want to build these correct from the get-go rather than having to try to go back and fix it because it's just annoying. The last time I built this farm, it took me like 3 days to build it completely. So I'm going to see if I can shave a little bit of time off of that. My paper is over here. And there's 10. And we now have 30 rockets. Yay, so much fun. Yeah, it took me 3 days to build the farm this last time, and I worked on it for probably the better part of 3 or 4 hours. But with what this farm can produce, it's understandable. Like I said, it does anywhere between 1,300 to about 1,500 shells in an hour. As a single, on a single player world, you're not going to need that much, truly. The only reason why I'm building it this big is so that I don't have to be there very long. I could AFK one night, have 4 double chests full of shells, and I don't have to sit there and mess with it for a long time. But okay, so now we go over here. Where's the scaffolding? Let's grab that many. All right. The nice part about placing this is really simple. So you can just place here, and then you can just walk along the edge. And you don't even have to. That's the nice part about this farm. It's very simple to build. It's not very complex. I like that aspect about it, is that the only complex portion of this farm is the bottom portion. Bottom portion and getting your spacing correct. So, and making sure that when you're building it, you count out everything. It actually has both built in. So the way this is built is I can switch it over from manual or from auto to manual if I want. Even as a single player, you can't keep up with this farm as a automatic or as a manual farm. It just you can't because of how efficient it really is. Which is saying something for a farm that if it can produce more than what a player can kill, that's pretty good. Oops. No, I missed. Yep, there we go. Let's not fly up against that. That would be bad. So, yeah, this one will have the player kill and it will have the auto kill chambers to them. So that way I can show off each of those and how they function. The player kill chamber was actually designed by Dubison. Got to throw props over to him because he came up with the chamber and how it functions. Um, he was like, "Hey, I think I have an idea of how to do this," and he threw it together. I think in just a couple hours. Actually, it really didn't take him long. Hmm. It says there's scaffolding there. Yeah, I don't care. So yeah, it really didn't take him long to set the chamber up correctly, the way it needed to be set up, to where you can actually attack the shulkers without actually getting hit with their bullets. And it applies looting, so you get the looting effect on top of it, which is spectacular. So you get access to that loot table, that table, which is on a shulker. Passively on a shulker, you get a 50% drop rate. So regardless of how you kill the shulker, this one passively will do wither roses. But if you were to use any other method, like let's say entity cramming, or um, in the regards of the portal-based shulker farm that I was going to show off on Titancraft, that is iron golems can actually kill shulkers as well. So if you attach it to an iron farm, you technically could, farm it that way as well. It's kind of cool. Let's see what else. If you were to, I think entity cramming, yeah, entity cramming, iron golems, and wither roses are the only ways to actually kill shulkers. Oh, there is actually another way. Drowning them in Java hardcore or Java hard mode actually kills them too, but it's very inefficient. Um, so wither roses are about the most efficient way to take them out because it's a constant damage as long as their face is open, and if you're attacking them, their face is definitely open. Um, so like I said, this is an 8 cell farm. The one I'm going to be building on Titancraft this next season is going to be a very, very large farm. It's actually going to be twice the size of this one, but not twice the amount of resources though, because it's very resource friendly in that regard. And go away, those don't belong there. But yeah, this is about as simple as it gets, which is awesome. I like simple farms that produce just astronomical amount of rates. So like the villager farm, the crop farms, those are nice because again they produce a lot of resources with very minimal input. So I don't know if anybody else here is like that, but yeah, there's if you like minimal input with maximum output. That's done. Go along this edge. All right. Yeah, I know John, one season, John actually built a slime farm. I think it was a 30 chunk slime farm, if I remember correctly. And just the amount of slime he had that season was just nuts. And I'm out of scaffolding. Typical. Yeah, there you go. That's how much I've done so far. It's not bad for I think what was it, like 9 or 10 sacks or something like that. The nice part about scaffolding is the fact that it's really, really cheap to make. It takes, 6 bamboo and 1 piece of string, and you get 6 scaffolding out of it. So the only thing you're out is the bamboo. So when you look at, or the only thing you're out is the string. So when you look at the schematic here, the material list, if you go up to scaffolding, it tells you 9,801 scaffolding. Well, that's technically only how much bamboo you need, which if you look at it, it's a little less than 3 double chests worth of bamboo, which really, honestly, isn't that much. It's not much bamboo. Oh, that was several stacks. Well, that should finish it. Actually, let's go ahead and put that away, and the 9 stacks here should finish that off. And we're going to grab up some sea lanterns, and we'll put the sea lantern layer in here in a second. Is that? It is. Give me that back. There we go. Let's go ahead and render that in. But yeah, the cheapness of how this farm is nuts. Like you would expect a farm that could produce this many shells per hour to be just some colossal of a contraption that requires just an astronomical amount of resources to build and even more time to build, and it just it really doesn't, which is nice. So like I know the portal-based farms, they could be slightly more efficient than this farm just because of them being able to get the shulkers out of the farm quickly. But the thing is that's a grind. You have to go get all the, you have to go and get all the stupid, obsidian for the portals, and that's a big deterrent for some players. They don't want to, spend 95% of their time farming obsidian, like Zedempsey did this last season, because the guy's a madman. And then to top it off, he did it when we had block lag, which is even worse. I think he had, what was it? I think he had like a couple stacks worth of obsidian or something like that that he was selling. And I think Doobie was the one that bought it up. It's like, geez. It's like, you like to torture yourself, don't you, with the obsidian? Okay, so I think I have just this layer over here to do, and then I can put the sea lanterns in, and then mobs can stop spawning over here for a good long bit, because they can't spawn on anything that has a light level of 1 or higher, because of the new mechanics and how they work, which actually makes it makes surviving in hardcore a little easier, because you're not having to deal with mob spawns. Get it there. Yeah, it's gonna red flag those because of the gap that I left, which is fine. It's like, hey, this is the right block, just wrong orientation. It's like, I know. I just don't care. Let's go in here. Please be enough. Okay, good. I really don't want to make another trip all the way up to the top. Alright. So now that that's in, okay, go here, and we'll go up a layer. The nice part is if you go up one layer, there's not really much there, but if you go up another layer, all of this layer is nothing but sea lanterns. So, it's the nice part about this. So I can just go around the outside of this. Yeah, as soon as I go to the outside of this, I can use a little bit of scaffolding to get up to the next layer, and that will allow me to see this. I'll probably put the glass panes in last, just because it is exactly that, a pane to do. Not so much on survival. On creative, it's easy. Just highlight the area if you've got world edit and fill, and replace air with glass, and you're done. This is a little different. No, give me that back. Give me that back. There we go. There does need to be there does need to be blocks there, but not yet. Now, like I said, this is just outside, so right over there is where my main base will actually be. So this is where the shulker farm will be. So it will be loaded within relative range, but not active, because the shulkers deactivate after a certain range, which is nice. I think I'm coming up on the, yep, okay, good. Want to buy wand. Let's just put the stone there. So now we just fill in this layer, and pretty much after this layer is filled in, the farm pretty much repeats itself several times. So if I was to highlight this layer, I'd go up to the next layer, the very next layer is scaffolding, and then it just builds itself up just like that, all the way up until you get to the very top, which is that layer, which is a bunch of slabs. And then the next layer is, an additional portion of the farm. And then it goes into a column that goes into the center and then goes up to the very final layer. And I gotta tab it all the way back down because, reasons. There we go. And now we'll shut that off. Yeah, I do want to get this put in place, because I really am getting tired of mob spawns over here. That's the nice part about having sea lanterns. Yep, that was good. No, we are not going down there. Thank you very much. We are not going down there. Thank you very much. That is not where I want to be. Maybe I should fill those in before I fall into the proverbial abyss of building this. Just maybe. Grab that stone out of there so that we don't have any shulkers attaching to it. That's fun. Yep, thousands and thousands of sea lanterns. Just because I don't want spiders to spawn. Yeah, so that's the reason for the light sources, if you wanted to know. Because spiders are in the overworld, you have to use sea lanterns to prevent them, or a light source of any type. So whatever light source you can get your fingers on, then yeah. And then once you're able to build your light sources, building the rest of the farm's fairly simple after that. It's just, like I said, there's a lot of minor resources that you need to get, like redstone observers. And, powered rails are probably the most annoying to get, but they're not really that difficult because you only need 4 stacks of them. Yeah, you only need 4 stacks of those, and that's really not that hard to get. 4 stacks of powered rails isn't bad. Now, the bigger the farm is, of course, the more powered rails you're going to use. The smaller the farm is, the less you're going to use. So, like for example, let's say if you were using a single cell, obviously you're going to be not needing very many rails because you're just using the mine cart to pick up and drop off the shulker. That's it. You're not using the cart for anything else. And it's not going to give you, 4,000 shells or whatever in an AFK session, like overnight if you're just, got it in passive setting. But it will give you enough to suffice yourself. That's for sure. It will supply you with shells for a little while. A 2 cell is a little bit better. It's a little bit more complex, but not by much. 4 cell isn't bad. Ending Credits actually has a video up on his YouTube channel, which is where this one will eventually end up, and I can show it off. Whoop, that was good. Run away, run away. I want the gunpowder though. Give me your gunpowdery bits. That's the nice part about working in the overworld. At least you can get gunpowder. But Ending Credits does have a video up on his YouTube channel, and explaining the mechanic and how it works. I'm going to show you functionality and what you can really do with this farm when you put your mind to how the mechanic works and how it applies to the farm in the regard of, how broken can you make this, basically. Because trust and believe, you can make this farm really large and make it exceptionally broken. And Doobie and myself were contemplating the idea of, okay, if you were to have no limit on entity, and how big of a farm could you produce, and how much would it actually produce as far as a rate? And yeah, our answer was scary. So, like the big farm, the 16 cell farm, does anywhere between 1,500 to 1,700 shells per hour passively. This farm does about 13 to 15. The only reason why the 16 cell doesn't really kick out a whole lot extra because Titancraft has an entity limit, and that farm's entities are at 44. So I can't add, or not 44. Let's see, it has. Oh, let's see here. It's got 4 at the top. That's 4 times 4 is 16, plus the 16, 24 down below. That's 40, plus the additional 4. Yeah, it's got 44 on it. The only problem is I can't add 8 more snowmen to the farm. If I could add 8 more snowmen and 2 more shulkers to the farm, and 2 more backup shulkers to the farm, I could make it produce more. But because I can't, it won't allow me to, because of the entity limit. So it would be, what, 8 more snowmen, 8 more snowmen, 4 more backup shulkers. Yeah, I keep falling down those, and I know where they're at. I marked them out. Yep, and I blocked myself in. Good job. But yeah, so 44 plus what, 12, I think. So that'd be what, 56. So if I was allowed six additional entities, like if we were allowed 60 instead of 50, I could easily build that farm bigger and make it go a whole lot faster. And it would be actually better because it has, better entities. Now, the other chambers that are on the actual farm itself, the 16 cell, are actually passive chambers, so they social aggro. Now, Ending Credits has been working on how to actually get social aggro to work a lot better, so you could check his video out. He actually explains a little bit how to do social aggro. There's the Shulker reactors; those do phenomenal as well. Very minimal input, and you get pretty good output out of them. The only problem is there's a lot of entities to those farms that just sit around and do kind of nothing until the reactor gets full, and then it just starts killing off of them, and then it replaces them. And I fell down again. Come on, jump. Thank you. Fly. It's like, get up here, crazy fool. There. There. Now I can't go off the bar. I can't go off because of the sea lantern bar. There we go. But yeah, I do like the title of this. Scaffolding, Shulker Farm, question mark. Definitely fits the name of this. So I'll fill this in, and then I'll show you kind of what happens on the test world when you have a shulker that spawns in this in a minute. I don't think the farm was running it might have been running when I was doing this, but I can't really show you on here because, yeah, I think that is the entire layer. We can check. There we go. Yep, that's the entire layer. So the next thing that would go on this layer right here would be scaffolding. So you just put, it goes scaffolding, and then you do an air block gap, and then sea lanterns, and then scaffolding again. So, interesting. I didn't even realize that was a thing. So yeah, like I said, the next layer on here would be scaffolding, and then you build that up to where you need to, which I think is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then when you get up there, then you go into the next phase of the actual farm. So from here, like I said, there's a lot of redstone that I have to do downstairs, and I don't want to like bore everybody with that because that's a lot of technical that doesn't need to be. But I'm actually going to probably end the stream now, and then I'll go and like I said, I'm going to be going right into the I'm going to go right into the a stream with kind of like a showcase of how the farm actually functions. So give me a few minutes, and I will load that up and get everything working for that. So I'll be right back in just a few minutes.